Hello, my loves. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're seeing me for the first time, I'm Teja, and if you have known me from Instagram, good to see you back. On my Instagram, I like creating content about skincare, makeup, hair care, everything beauty and lifestyle related. So I decided to start my YouTube channel by sharing something about skincare, which is my own skincare journey, which has been a huge part in my life and which is very personal. Not so personal because I've already talked about it on my Instagram a few times, but in this video, I'm going to give every single detail what I've learned from the first time I've got acne throughout and the second time I've got acne. So without any other delays, let's get started. But before that, please don't forget to subscribe. My channel is relatively new, so please show some love. So up until 2020, I've never had too much acne. Even if I had, it was like one or two pimples right before my period, and that was about it. During COVID, and the lockdown was over and we just started going out, I was dealing with a lot of change in my life and I was out a lot. The whole day I was wearing a mask. I didn't know much about acne back then. I didn't know the types of acne and what I had to do to prevent them, etc. etc. I never wore sunscreen. I didn't know what to do for my acne. And at that time I was going out in pollution, wearing a mask, sometimes repeating it. That caused maskne. So basically it started right around here. So I've had acne on my cheeks, like wherever the mask was covering me. So basically that was how I started having breakouts. I was wearing mask for a really long time and I didn't know maskne was a thing back then. Nobody knew. One thing led to another, a lot of stress wearing masks. And I was having full-blown breakouts on my face. I was having cystic acne. I had breakouts all over my face. I'll share a few images. It was bad because I didn't know what type of acne it was. I didn't get a chance to see a dermat immediately. And just then the COVID second wave has started. I didn't go see a dermatologist. I didn't want to irritate my skin. So I was just using hyaluronic acid, some moisturizers. I was washing my face regularly. I was following all of the cleanliness tips that are needed to be followed. But acne was never just going away because I was never doing the things that have to be done to get rid of acne. That is, go see a doctor, use something like salicylic acid, or treat what the actual issue was. So this continued on for about 4 to 5 months, and post that I had a throat abscess for which I had to be treated. I was having symptoms of sepsis for which I was flushed with antibiotics, and post all of that, I saw that my skin got clear. I was shocked. For that, I was trying to look how acne should be treated. I saw that antibiotics can help bacterial acne, but I didn't know the acne I had was bacterial. Then, once my skin was getting clear, I realized I have to see a dermat and get some medicines that would help me. So I immediately booked an appointment with a dermatologist and they have suggested me Tretinoin and an antibacterial cream. I did not get a course of antibiotics orally because I already got a dose of antibiotics for my throat. So since that sort of helped, my doctor only wanted me to try the topicals first, and if they don't work, then we can always try oral medication. So that's how I got introduced to clindamycin and Tretinoin. And I would not suggest that you buy these by yourself because you really don't know what kind of acne or skin condition you're having, and I don't know if you can use them or cannot use them, but you can always ask your doctor if he can prescribe you some topicals. So clindamycin, benzoyl peroxide and Tretinoin are what my doctor recommended me. So I started using them religiously first couple of times a week and then up to 4 to 5 times a week. Post that, I started to see improvements in my skin. It was getting clear. I had like all of my acne scars and marks started fading away. Benzoyl peroxide kind of inhibited the growth of the pimples and it kind of stopped new pimples from coming. And then Tretinoin was magic. Tretinoin helped me so much the first time I had acne. It was very effective in fading all the spots and everything, and I had clear skin in like another 2 to 3 months. I was extremely happy and it stayed that way, and that's when I started tapping my feet into skincare and learning more about ingredients, able to achieve clear skin. So I'll be adding some images over here. This is how my skin was doing for a year or more than that. I think from 2021 April or May to 2023 May, I had extremely clear skin. My skin was glowing. It looked super supple and refreshed. I loved getting into skincare. Then comes May 2023, a little bit stressful period again. And in all of these years, if I've learned one thing, is that stress triggers my acne a lot. In May, I started to get a few breakouts here and there, and I was not taking it so seriously. I was using Tretinoin, but I was not using clindamycin or any antibiotics because I didn't take it that seriously. I didn't think it would get so bad so quick. So May to around October, I started having a few acne here and there, but since October it got so worse. I've had a new pimple every single day. All this time I was religiously using sunscreen, moisturizer and a few serums, nothing too much, but the acne was not just going away. I didn't realize I was so stressed, and I didn't realize I was not giving my skin what it needed. Since I was super busy, I did try to double cleanse a lot of times, but there are a few times that I wore sunscreen and I skipped double cleansing, and that used to cause me acne, and I stopped doing that and I religiously started double cleansing. It did help, but it did not stop new pimples from coming, and eventually my skin has gotten so worse that my skin was not even tolerating tretinoin, so I stopped using it altogether. I've stopped using any skincare at all, hoping that it would get better, but it only got worse. November and December 2023 were the worst months for my skin ever. Never ever in my life I had acne that bad. I sleep, I wake up and I have a rash, like full blown out rash on my face, and this happened every single day. If you see, I have a few active acne now and I have a lot of scars. It continued till January, so these 3 months I was having full blown acne all over my face, everywhere. I was having bacterial acne, hormonal acne, I was having pustules, I was having blackheads, whiteheads. I really could not comprehend what to use. Everybody who looked at me was asking, like, are you using too much skincare? Are you using too many products? Why is your skin so bad? I'm like, no. I was barely using any actives. Even if I was only using salicylic acid. I was not even using tretinoin. I was only using the products that my barrier needed, either benzoyl peroxide or salicylic acid, along with some barrier repair products. Nothing helped. I even took a teeny tiny course of antibiotics and it did not help. While all of this was happening, I realized how stressed I was and how it was affecting my health. I started working on my stress levels and I was able to get them down. I forgot to mention this altogether. So in August, my acne starts. In October, it starts to get worse. I get scared and I booked a dermatologist appointment. I got an appointment for February. She is my doctor, but I couldn't get an appointment for another 4 months. That is how it is. But these 3 months, I was having acne so bad. I used to cry. I have my doctor's appointment on February 1st, and my acne decides to cut down, calm itself down from January 20th. Right before my dermat's appointment, my skin has started getting a little bit better. I have fewer breakouts. I still had breakouts, but they were not as bad. So cut to February 1st, I go see my dermatologist. I did not have too much acne at that time, but I did have post scarring. So she saw everything and she said that I should not be off my topicals at all, and I should start using tretinoin again, and I should start using clindamycin again. If I want, I can also start a dose of oral antibiotics, but the topicals are a must. And I said that the clindamycin was too much for my skin. It was burning and I was not even tolerating tretinoin that well previously. She gave me a much easier version on my skin which does not have benzoyl peroxide in it, and my skin has been tolerating this gel really well. Other than that, she asked me to get back on tretinoin and use the sandwich method. So this was last week, and other than medication, I'm also trying to see what sort of lifestyle changes I need to make so that it would help my skin and not get breakouts as bad. I think that's about it. I've mentioned the first time I've got acne and how I tried to heal it, how I was tapping into skincare and learning more and more about it, and how I got interested. Now, before you judge me for doing skincare content while having a lot of acne, don't. Okay, don't. So the first time I've got acne in 2020 December, these are the things that I've learned. The importance of going and seeing a dermatologist as soon as you start getting acne. Like when you notice a change in pattern, like this is not your normal monthly acne, you're getting it more frequently, go see your dermatologist. They will help you a lot more than you think they would. Second thing I have learned is not to just use viral skincare. I mean, if everybody's talking about niacinamide, everybody's talking about hyaluronic acid, or everybody's talking about salicylic acid, it doesn't mean that your skin needs it. Because the first time I got acne, all I needed was some antibacterial products and tretinoin, but instead I was just using hyaluronic acid and a really good moisturizer, which was not doing anything for my skin. Listen to your skin, do some research about it, take some consultations, learn more about skincare, and then give your skin what it needs. I'm not saying you should not use skincare. I'm saying that you should give your skin what it needs. For example, if my skin is having excess sebum, I should use a niacinamide and not hyaluronic acid. There's nothing wrong in using hyaluronic acid, but it will not cater your needs. Point number 3, using nothing will not help. Your skin is going through something. If you just leave the pimples be and not treat them, don't do anything about the oil production, don't do anything about your scars, your skin will not get better sooner. Basically, my point is not using skincare has not helped me. I've learned the importance of barrier health the second time I've got acne. And everyone was suggesting me to not use anything. I kind of got scared and I stopped doing skincare. I kind of stopped taking care of my barrier as well. After a few weeks when my skin was getting worse and worse, I realized, okay, even if I can't control where my acne is coming from, I can control what I see, and I see that my barrier is damaged and I have active acne. So I started including products with salicylic acid on top of the acne just to spot treat them. I have also used barrier repair products and that has helped me so much. My skin was tolerating everything so well and it got healthy. By healthy, I don't mean that I don't have acne. By healthy, I mean that overall skin barrier is a lot less sensitive and does not get irritated very badly. Let me show you the skincare routine that got my skin from this to this. Not extremely healthy, but it got a lot better. So first up is using a salicylic acid or a benzoyl peroxide face wash. Use lower concentration salicylic acid, 2%, benzoyl peroxide 4 to 6%. That should do good. Don't jump into higher concentrations hoping that it would help you. No, it would actually be worse for your skin. After washing your face with salicylic acid or benzoyl peroxide cleanser, I go in with hypochlorous acid spray. Consider hypochlorous acid like a sanitizer. Sanitizer kills all of the bacteria on your hands. This hypochlorous acid spray will help kill bacteria on your face, hence reducing the amount of bacterial acne. And you don't need to use hypochlorous acid from the same brand. There are a lot of cheaper options on Amazon as well. I tried this and I really liked it. It does not irritate my skin, so I went with it and got a fuller size. After the hypochlorous acid spray is dry, I go in with my topical, which is clindamycin or Tretinoin. If it's morning, I go in with clindamycin. If it's night, I go in with Tretinoin. Again, these two are prescription medicines. You can't just go and buy them. A doctor has to prescribe you this, and please don't use these if you are not prescribed. And when I'm applying Tretinoin, I only use the sandwich method, which is I apply moisturizer first, Tretinoin later, and then a moisturizer again. And for moisturizer, I either use the Dot & Key ceramide moisturizer or the Dr. Belmeur moisturizer. This moisturizer has been a holy grail for me for a really long time. Unless if you have extremely oily skin, this will be your best friend. Those days when I'm having extremely oily skin, I go in with the Dot & Key ceramide moisturizer. I also mentioned that I use barrier repair products this time and they have helped me a lot. These are the two barrier repair products. One is the La Roche-Posay cicaplast and the COSRX Comfort Ceramide Cream. I think that's it. Other than these, I've stopped using any serums and I just wanted to wait for a few days. That's the reason I'm not creating a lot of skincare content on Instagram as well. I think that's about it. I've shared my acne journey, the things I've learned and the things I've realized, and my skincare routine, the products that have helped me. And I want to end this video by saying that these are the things that have worked for me. If not doing skincare works for you, great. If doing skincare works for you, great. But I just wanted to put it out because there are a lot of people who don't know anything about skincare or anything about acne, just like I was a couple of years ago. I just hope I find a few more people like me. We can connect over here. I think that's about it for this video. If you want any more beauty, skincare or hair care content, please leave a comment below and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. This is my first video. Please send some love.